Hello everybody again and welcome to another episode of Stock Talk. I am your host Mike, and Cameo, he's off tonight, but I'm here to cover three of some of the hottest stocks that are popping out in the market and on the boards. I hope you had a good day trading. I hope everything was great for you. Remember to like and subscribe, comment. We will have the drawing in the next 2 weeks for the gift card. Notice the echo is sort of gone in the background. That's because the office is almost being put together. Yep, the carpet guys were here today, and there's hardly any echo here. So we're getting the studio built up and banged out and ready to go. So I got a good show for you today. I got a damn good show for you today. I just want to give a shout out to Army of Apes there, man. Freaking, you guys are fantastic. It's a great job. I saw an awesome interview before we go into the stocks today. It was the guy that does the channel Review Dork. His name's Gabe. That guy is like way tight. You should go check out his channel. He has some on some of the big stocks and the things that they're doing. Check it out. I saw this interview today with him. He just some of his quotes he had from the interview was, "I am possible. You can choose to hold. Anything is possible." And that's the thing, is that the Army of Apes is, if you don't know anything about them, they're 4 million working class Americans that the mainstream alphabet media and the corporate hedge fund people have completely declared war against them, and so they have declared war back. And so, but for the MSMs to do that and kind of go after them, it's kind of jacked up. But we're covering them. We like to cheer for the little guy. That's what we're here for, and we're here for information. We're here to cover what is going on through the stock trading atmosphere and through the current climate. So we're going to get to it. The first stock we have on the list here is NOVN. NOVN. It looks like NOVN Incorporated. Last tick was $8.90. It is 7 cents down after market trading, but that seems to be where things are going on that train. Going into what they do, they're a biotechnology company that engages in leveraging nitric oxide, natural antiviral and immunodulatory mechanisms of action to treat dermatological and oncovirus medicated diseases. Its products pipelines include SB204, SB206, SB208, and SB414. The company was founded by Mark Schonefeld. Not going to get the name right, so we're not going to butcher it. He was out of Morrisville, North Carolina. So it is an American. If any of you are tracking and like to collect American companies, I know I do. I like to collect American companies. One of the companies I like to collect shares in, I'm a big fan of, is GTH. So if you don't know about that stock, go look at one of my videos on that one. It is an awesome company, and you can get it for dirt cheap. So we're going to go into the website, check it out. Going onto the website there, looks pretty sick with it. It's when you're in the $8 range, you're not going to get some of the weird ones that we've seen in past shows, where you have like just ghetto websites or page not found, things like that. So these guys look like they got their act together. It says they're leveraging the proprietary Nitrocil technology platform to develop an innovative first-in-class therapies for unmet medical needs across therapeutic areas. Their technology. Let's go into it and look. Okay, so going through their studies there, the nitric oxide for therapeutic innovation, the technology leverages nitric oxide's naturally occurring antimicrobial and immunolatory effects to develop the new therapies for unmet medical needs. Access of multiple therapeutic areas. Stores the gaseous species on a large polymers allow nitric acid to be applied in a time-release chemical entities. The technology allows to control the level of nitric oxide storage at the rate of release of molecular sites for targeted delivery. So the result for the stabilized druggable nitric oxide. This is for a specific indication. So you can go on the website and learn more about the nitric oxide there. Viewing into their pipeline, let's go into that. So it looks like they have 3 in the pipelines for dermatology, infectious disease, and companion animal. One is SB206, Melecusum. The next one is infectious disease, SB019, which is coronavirus. And then the companion animal, NVN 4100, which is antimicrobial. The pipeline expansion prioritization is SB204, which is acne vulgaris. If they're doing stuff for acne, guys, and that kicks off, that would be huge, huge, huge. And you would see $8 and you wouldn't see $8 anymore. I'd say once they crack that one right there, or even any of the others I've mentioned, you're not going to see this. $8 is just going to be a blip in the screen. You're just going to see. So, and no, I didn't get paid to say any of that. SB208, tinea pedis, SB414, atopic dermatitis, same thing, and psoriasis. You get through for that. Forget about it, man. It's freaking to the moon, like they always say on the boards there at Stockowitz, to the moon and everywhere else. Men's and women's health. They're working on SB207, genital warts. Again, huge. If that comes through, then you have high-risk HPV, WH504, WH602, high-risk HPV, and then they have a gastrointestinal study as well. So any of these for the viral infections, the inflammatory skin diseases, gastrointestinal diseases, fungal skin infections, and medical aesthetics, guys, this thing, it's going to get more funding, and as one of these things break, this will break. I hammer on this show all the time about pharmaceuticals, how if you can get them dirt cheap or get them somewhere in there, it is an American company, so that is a plus. So if there's any apes watching the show, which I know there is because I know who you are out there, this is an American company. But I say, go into and do more investigation and see where other parts of the pipeline. Just because they say they're in America doesn't mean the roots are American roots. So that it is what it is on that. So we'll go and dive in and check any more things we got, and then we're going to go to the Mockingbird Media, and we're going to see what they're plugging on this. Guys, going through all their therapies and developments here. One of them was the dermatology side. On the dermatology side, it looks like that they're taking patients that still want novel topical therapies as alternatives as conventional antibiotics, steroids, biologics, or in-office procedures. So you have that there in the hopper. You also have for infectious diseases. They believe that nitric oxide may inhibit viral replication through formation reactive intermediaries that can alter vital proteins or host cell function required for infection to persist. Not that one of the things I could say with this too is that there are supplements that you can look up that help with those kind of things as well, mainly quercetin and some other vitamin and supplements that they have out at the vitamin stores and things like that. But yeah, I mean, if they're working on something like that for a treatment, more power to them. Men's and women's health. They have, they says HPV, which can be left untreated, a high-risk strain can progress to certain cancers, nitric oxide therapy, and additional line of treatment to complement preventative vaccines. So they have that there. They also have for gastrointestinal, they're trying to develop a safe, well-tolerated product candidates that could be used a combination as or alternative convention therapies for some GI diseases. For companion animal health, they have antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory properties, potential to address a number of diseases for unmet needs, including treatment for some antibiotic-resistant infections. So these are all huge. I don't know if you've seen any of the candidates that are out there as far as that have done some of these tests, but some of them are pretty cool people to talk to. You should reach out to some of them and see how some of the tests went and things like that, and how the studies went. Most of the people I've talked to, at least the people that were okay, they were pretty excited what they were part of, and yeah. So that's pretty much what we got on this one. Any publication? Let's go. I'll just go to the publications and see what we got there too. Okay, guys, going to the Mockingbirds and some of the MSMs there on the alphabets. Checking out the molluscum market. It looks pretty huge as far as there's several. I'm not going to name all the players because we don't have all day, but there's many players in the molluscum market which could bring this huge. There's for this particular stock, there's about 4 hedge funds that were messing around here with this stock and things like that. It was up to 10 and change about a month ago, and then it dropped, which that's an opportunity for you guys. If they're one of the first to hit molluscum with the molluscum study, and it goes higher, that's going to drive the stock price up. So it's just only a matter of time. Like I said, I don't think that this one is going to be this cheap for that long. So that's just my opinion. And I don't like to say cheap meaning the company's cheap, because that's not what I mean. I'm just saying that you're getting this in the cheap seats right now. So, but what we're going to do is we're going to go to Stockwits, check out what the real traders are saying, and get their opinion and see what they have to say. The alphabets are pretty much, a lot of them don't like this one. There's about half that do, but we'll see what the real traders are saying on Stockwits. All opinions, we're going to cover all of them from them. Okay, guys, going on to Stockwits. One of the first comments is Eat, Sleep, and Trades. NOVN held support, but not convinced. I feel this will try to touch it again. Still watching the start position. Going to, looks like we have Fat DNA says, what's the difference between this and $XAIR? Well, the difference is right here is that, I mean, you're taking a chance, but molluscum, with the molluscum study, like I said, that busts loose, you're going to the moon. So, I mean, everything's a gamble in life, but, you know, take a chance on this one if you can. NOVN, any Discord where they only speak NOVN, that's King NOVN. King NOVN, I think you're at the right place, just because this place is the most open discussion board I've seen as far as where you get mixture of everything. So that's just my opinion there. NOVN, a Green Day, I'm going to have a Shirley Temple to celebrate. No booze tonight. Sounds like a good tasty one to me. NOVN, he's got middle fingers up for the naysayers there with Shrek. So Shrek's doing a dance there. That's Drew Gaden. Let's see what we got. A lot of bullish symbols here from a lot of the guys. Going for blood, I'm in a better mood today. Watch Hill Girl. Not where we need to be, but we should celebrate and do a little dance. Yeah, you should do a little dance. And I think, like I said, there's a lot of stuff they're working on. Some of that stuff comes through. Pop, pop goes the weasel. It's going to take off. Drew Fu says, encouraging day today. Not because we finally are at a level that the stock is correctly valued, or because we made it back to RS gains to use as a response to positive misses at point. It's valid to be encouraged the fact that today's mark shows the start of a transition to a new phase. Yes, it does. And like I said, it's just a little bit away from the news popping. So you have a bunch of positive news. I don't see too much negative with this one. You just got to find your buy point and entry point. Find out what it is. Jump in on it when you think it's right for you. And we're going to move on to the next information. Anybody else have any information? The comments in the comment section, leave them below. Like I said, any comments listed are going to be entered into the gift card drawing, so looks like I'm going to be out on this one. Okay, guys, the next stock we have is Blrx. Blrx. Currently, it is Bioline RX Ltd. Last tick was $3.21. After hours, it was looks like it was down just barely a cent, so not too bad. Currently, what they are doing And why I say what they are doing and why they are doing, because some companies multitask. Take, for example, NSAV when it first started. Look up what they first did. Smoke if you got them. Blrx Ltd is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company which focuses on oncology. Huge, huge, huge. We actually, well, my company took care of a couple oncology companies, had a little deal with some of them. So they pop up all over because unfortunately, humans, we unfortunately we're not, our bodies break down unfortunately over time. It's oncology programs which include moxafortide, which is a therapy platform used in the treatment of pancreatic cancer. That is huge, huge news. If they're working on something like that, anything to do with cancer treatment, because once it pops, or if some big dog comes in and drops in some dough, $1 to the company, then you're at $3. And just like the last stock we talked about, when they get to that point, when they get to those stages, because I've seen this, don't do what I did with Norovax. I was a goofball. I shorted it, and I could have had a lot more dough than some of the pocket change that I shorted for a long time ago. So look at these biopharmaceutical companies when you see them, and just find your buy point. Find your buy point. What makes you comfortable? You're the person. You're the man, woman, everything for whatever you are for yourself. As far as that goes, you're your own person. Okay, you make your own decisions there, and so you have to find your buy point. What you feel comfortable getting in. Do I say jump in now? That's up to you. That's up to you. It depends what your game is. So they're doing an immunotherapy treatment used for multiple solid tumors. The company was founded in April of 2003 and headquartered in Modin, Israel. So that's interesting. A lot of interesting studies come out of Israel. So we'll have to see what happens there. We're going to go to the website, check it out, and see what we got. Okay, guys, going to the website. Looks pretty good again, because again, we're not on the pump and dump list or anything like that. And we're pulling up the PDF version of their financials. Looks like 2021 financial results are posted to the website. And they have phase 3 Genesis study, stem cell mobilization, demonstrate highly statistical significant positive results across all primary and secondary endpoints. Okay, so here's some interesting information I found on the site. They're strengthening their balance sheet with underwritten public offering, resulting in gross proceeds of $34.5 million. Okay, and then I also found that sales and marketing expenses for the quarter, March 31st, was $2 million, similar to sales and marketing expenses of the first quarter of March 31st, 2020. The general admin expenses for the quarter for March 31st, 2020 was $1 million, a decrease of $2 million or 18.2%. compared from 1.2 quarter primarily. The company's operating loss for the quarter ended March 31st, 2021 amounted to $5.5 million compared to operating loss of $6.8. So the numbers look pretty good as far as that goes. Okay, guys, going on the alphabet channels here, we have from a quote from Yahoo Finance. Is Blrx a good stock to buy? Prominent investors were taking an optimistic view. They said the number of bullish hedge fund bets inched up 1%. Everybody loves those hedge funds. Bioline RX Ltd was 6 hedge funds portfolios at the end of the first quarter of 2021. The all-time high for the statistic is 9. The calculations also showed that Blrx isn't among 30 of the most popular stocks among hedge fund companies. There were 5 hedge funds in their database Blrx holdings at the end of December. So there you have their opinion on that. So there you have a headline on Seeking Alpha. The blurb right there, headline is a top candidate for a takeover before 2022 ends. That's Bioline RX. So their opinion from their writer there says that they're a top candidate for a takeover. Well, we'll see what happens. The question is about the Mockingbirds is with Blrx is how and much did they get paid to write these articles? So going on to the sentiment of Stockwitz there, Dia J writes, did you ever have the feeling you were going to sell 500 shares, but then you had the feeling you should buy 500 shares? I've been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Let's see. Blrx bought more AH317, prepping for the day soon. 3 stocks out, 65 on, did absolutely nothing. If you guess this is one of my piece of shit stocks. That's coming from her. So that sucks for her. Sorry you had a bad day for your mama. T8SK1, tweet ends. I killed it today. Okay, we'll see what happens there. Blrx, amazing gains today, 2 whole cents. Keep it up, fellas. Let's see. Blrx. Blrx, tomorrow will be another huge day of barcoding. Awesome sauce. That's from Froyo Mama. Grease Green said, Blrx is going to drop some bombs in August. NDA submission in phase. See, that's what I said. I think a lot of people, when the Mockingbirds say things, they try to play you. I'm with Grease Greens on this. Is that you can't take everything what they say. A lot of times they're negative Nancy's. So don't take everything they say. How many times have they been right about a lot of stuff? Oh yeah, that's right. Not too many. So Blrx tomorrow is going to be a huge day of congratulations for shareholders. So that's coming from Masha Khan. He's calling his shot out there. He's like, let's see. Blrx, what's the story behind this? Blrx just had no chance. The algorithm will never move. It could take 2 to 3 million shares to get to 4, just garbage. Well, let's have a little more positivity there for you, Mama, just because, like I was saying, all you have to do, I mean, this has happened to me before. You get one stock, it's stale for a while, and then all of a sudden, you hold the line, it goes off. It's just, what was your buy point? That's the thing. You gotta find, I like the cheap buy point. That's my buy point. Blrx 15K sell at 325. That was Papasil. Blrx, come on, you little weasel, you little teasel. That's a new one. So that's pretty much all I have for that. We're gonna move on to the next one, but write in the comments, see what you think about what do you think about this stock. Okay guys, the next stock I have is COCP. COCP. Co-Crystal Pharma Incorporated. Today is the day of pharmaceutical companies. Yippee. But the good news is on this one's in the cheap seats. So there's a lot of wiggle room and playroom there. Throw some Dollarooskies at it maybe. No, I didn't say that. I was just messing around. But anyway, going into this one, Co-Crystal Pharmaceuticals Incorporated is a biotechnology company which engages in the discovery and development of novel antiviral therapeutics. It focuses on the preclinical and early clinical stages of antiviral compounds for unmet medical needs. Includes influenza, hepatitis C virus, and norovirus infections. The company was founded January 2nd, 2014 in Bothell, Washington. So there you have it on this one. We're going to go into the website, check it out, and see what we got cooking. Okay guys, going to the website, well, looks pretty decent, and for how the low price where it's at, I'm seeing nothing but good things from right here, from my opinion of the website. It looks like they're discovering and developing novel antiviral compounds to treat viral infections by leveraging the proprietary drug discovery platforms. They're working on some projects for the current health crisis we're in. Their program consists of work performed by the contract research organization partners around the world in their own laboratory, giving global need for treatment. So one of the things with investing in this stock is that yes, you're doing a good thing because you're helping for other types of treatments and things like that, and you're, even if you lose, you're at least donating to research. That's some ways you got to look at it, guys. You're throwing your dollars at research that's going to help human beings sometime. Sometimes even if you take your L, it might be a good L there. So target solution for viral diseases. Novel antiviral therapeutics for treatment for serious or chronic viral diseases. Looks like we got here They're working on lots of treatments for several serious viruses that are out there. They're in the clinical stage biotechnology, discovering developable novel anti-therapeutic therapeutics that target the replication process of viruses. So that's good. They'll utilize the structure-based technologies and Nobel Prize-winning expertise to create the best-in-class for antiviral drugs. Their development programs include a wide variety of serious or chronic viral diseases, such as pretty much name the virus, and they're working on treatments for it. They're working in collaboration with Merck. So that is huge. And guys, for $1 and change, I would find a buy. This one's interesting for how cheap it is because of what they are doing. I'm not saying that this is the next this, the next that, or anything. You could get into it and tomorrow something bad could happen and you're done. But taking a gamble of how cheap it is, because let's be honest with ourselves, the stock market is a casino. Not a real casino, but it's almost like one. You have a chance here too, if any of these break out, like the chat boards always say, if they break, and they do. These ones are, you have a better chance with these than if you're new to this. If you're someone that trades, don't even listen to what I say. But to anybody that's new, this is the best form of way to get a breakout one, is to get a pharmaceutical company, because once the news pops of what they're studying and what they're doing, it takes off. And it's kind of big that they have some interest with Merck there, so that's pretty good there. Development pipeline. Let's go in through here. You got the old doc on there. I don't think he probably works there. So you can look at all their phases in their pipelines. I'm not gonna. They have replication inhibitors, which is huge. If they develop replication inhibitors more to stop replication, then if they can do that, there are several natural things. But if they can do something that can help save a life quicker, because when people, when they need life-saving things, obviously, if they could do that quicker, because naturals take a little more longer time, whereas that if you need something to go right away, there you go. So going into technology, they have a structure-based drug viral discovery strategy for replication inhibitors. These technologies in the market focus on approach to drug discovery designed to effectively create small molecule therapeutics that are safe, effective, convenient to administer. I agree. Especially with therapeutic medicine there. They need to develop more safe and effective things there. Something with any type of thing that they can develop with the least amount of side effects is a good thing. The advantages of their technology is a 3D structure inhibitor, complexes a near atomic resolution, and immediate insight guide. This helps identify novel binding sites and allows rapid turnaround for structural information through highly automated X-ray data processing and refinement. So hey, you learned something on the program today. I didn't know that, now I do. For any given viral disease, there are different strains of viruses that cause the disease. There are 3 types of influenza, A, B, and C. A, B, and C viruses are significant human respiratory pathogens in case of seasonal flu. Influenza A, a virus, and let me tell you, if people think that the flu is bad, it's bad. I've had it before, and it is not tight. Okay, so it says on here that many antiviral drugs available today are effective only against certain strains of viruses and less effective of non-effective against strains. To address the problem, we are developing drug candidates that specifically target viral proteins, including viral replication. That is huge again, like I said. It is a breakthrough thing. So, like we said on the boards before, any type of news that comes out where this pops off, it's not going to be $1 anymore. And you will be sitting back, looking back, saying, why did I not invest? Or you could be saying, why did I short this? Which, in my case, Norovax. I will take my L on the show to you guys every day. It's important to learn to take the L. It's not fun, but if you take the L sometimes and admit it, you're learning something. You are learning something. So, and it makes you a better trader. So, that's all I got to say. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the Alphabet Media. We're going to check out what they have to say, and then we're going to Stockwits, and then we're going to peace out, and we're going to have a happy day of trading tomorrow. Okay guys, scanning through the alphabets, I found the most interesting article out of all of them. This was on June 12th, a little bit of over a month ago. This is from Simply Wall Street. Do insiders own a lot of shares of Co-Crystal Pharma Incorporated? A look at the shareholders of Co-Crystal and Pharma can tell us which group is most powerful. Institution often owns shares in the most established companies, while it's unusual to see insiders own a bit fair, smaller companies. Warren Buffett said he likes a business with ensures competitive advantages while running able to owner of oriented people. So it's nice to see some inside ownership because it suggests the management is inside oriented. Okay, the article just states, it says that with these factors, that this indicates the company has a certain degree of credibility in the investment community. However, it's best to be wary of relying on supposed validation. Isn't that the freaking truth in life, wouldn't you say? So we're pretty much going to be done with this segment, except for we're going to go to Stockwits, and we're going to see what the real traders are saying about this stock, and then we're going to be peace out of here. Okay, this is from Bless Forever. Bless Forever says, we're all guessing on what management can do or what to expect. Beautiful pipeline, but horrible management. Okay, so that's interesting there. If there's any plugs on anything with the management, put them in the comment section to let people know before investing there. Yeah, because the pipeline does look good. Great buy at this price. I also agree. I think $1 is very cheap for where it's at. Just depends on when the news pops, if they can come through with their studies. Also, I guess there is a plug on stock equity. You can go check out that article. Looks like Stocks to Watch posted something. Magic Investor says a company does a small batch next. They brew kilos API scale up May 3rd. The immediate next steps to process advancing candidate towards clinical development requires scale up synthesis and subsequent manufacture of several kilograms of actual pharmaceutical. Let's see, what else does he say? Ingredient to support investigational new drug there. He can read the rest of what he's got there. The PR stated on the AP scale was underway. Pfizer, I believe, reported 4 months scale up, so we're targeting pre-IND. The scale up is complete and can begin plan with the endorsed FDA. So that's that. Another person says you got bullish on here. Timing couldn't be more fitting. Let's see. Who played? No, let's not go there. SEC case, who is running this company, read through the MS 101 and a few others, and you have the pipeline is strong. So that's from Magic Investor. He's helping a lot of people out, giving them some information there. Let's see here. Someone plugged here. I guess this is Amanda Marie. She says, I don't know what to say. Anybody help me. It'll be unwise if management releases PR this week after insiders bought and awarded some shares. That will be totally sketchy. Well, unfortunately, this kind of stuff happens all the time, Anne-Marie. I apologize, but deals like that happen tons of times. Hope you guys had enjoyed the show. Hope I was helpful for you, too. If I wasn't, cool. I wasn't helpful, and, you know, is what it is. Go Apes. Don't make it a dog show. And good night now!